Hi, so I get lots of questions about how do I engage my transverse abdominis, my TVAs. I can't feel them, I don't know if I'm engaging, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Help. So this video I'm going to help you with what I do to think about it to engage my TVAs, and I really hope it helps you. So first of all, let's go find them. So coming down, remember, always down on your side and then roll over. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is place our hands. So here's my hip bones here, and I'm coming down sort of into my groin area. And what I want you to do is cough. And what you should be able to feel is your TVA's there, okay? So cough. And it should be like a band that pops. Now once you've found that, put your fingers and dig in a little bit so that you can feel it, okay? Now what you're trying to do is engage those. So to do that, you're going to pull up your pelvic floor and breathe out slightly. Okay? Now if that doesn't work for you, just pulling up your pelvic floor, I want you to think slightly about tilting your pelvis as you pull up your pelvic floor, okay? So tilt, pull up your pelvic floor, that should do it for you. And if that hasn't done it, make sure you don't squeeze your glutes, okay? Don't let your glutes take over, let them flop, flop, flop. Okay, and if that doesn't do it, the other thing I think about is here's my hip bones, and I'm trying to pull my hip bones to my belly button, and I'm trying to drop my belly button. I'm not trying to suck my belly button in. I'm trying to drop my ribs down and drop my belly button, but pull my hip bones up. Pelvic floor up, and ever so slight pelvic lift. Nothing that you can actually see. I don't want you to actually see a pelvic lift. It's just the way you think to engage, like pull up your pelvic floor. So pull up pelvic floor, drop down your ribs, and pull your hip bones into your tummy button. And there you should feel your TVAs engaged. And what I want you to do is breathe normally whilst keeping them engaged. Okay? Now another trick somebody mentioned in one of the groups that I'm in is putting your hand on the floor and pushing down on it. Because often that helps you automatically do this whole thing and engage. So if you can't quite get it, and you're in your neutral, you've got your hands there, you're pulling up your pelvic floor, which should really just do it for you, but you're dropping your ribs, you're pulling everything up, and it's still not working, try relaxing again, put one hand on the ground, and push that down whilst pulling up your pelvic floor. Okay? Now once you can do that, engaging lying down is the easiest. Then I want you to try and engage whilst you're sitting. So whether you're sitting in a chair. So when I'm at work and I'm working on my computer, every so often I'll sit there and I'll engage and count. And then carry on, and then I'll engage a little bit. Because it's a bit harder to do sitting. And it's something that you can do all the time. You don't want to, I should rephrase that. It's something that you can do anywhere if you're standing in a line, because standing is the third variance of this, if you're sitting at your computer desk. But like any muscle, you don't want to keep it engaged, okay? If you kept your bicep engaged all day, what would happen? It would shorten, you wouldn't be able to straighten your arm because your tricep, which is the other side of it, is going to be lengthened and weak. Your bicep's going to be overly strong, so your tricep won't do anything, so your arm's going to be mucked up. You're not going to do that, right? Same thing. Don't want to continually pull up your pelvic floor because you're going to shorten it. Needs to be able to be relaxed as well. So like any muscle, you're just going to work it like you would. You would do 12 reps of your bicep 3 times, and then walk away. You wouldn't do it again for that day. You probably wouldn't even do it the next day. But this is something that you need to learn to engage. You need to be able to breathe naturally, expanding your ribs out sideways, not thrusting them, so that you can learn to engage when you lift up those weights, or your children, or unpack the dishwasher, or sit normally, or everyday jobs that you have around the house. So you need to know, I can engage so I can lift. I'm going to do it safely without hurting my diastasis or my back. Okay? So I really hope that helped. Comment below if you still have questions. Share this video, please. The more people who understand this, especially pregnant women who don't even know about diastasis yet, and are going to go off and they're going to have their babies and they're going to say, I can't lose my tummy. I'm going to go and do 5,000 crunches every day and then ruin their stomach forever. Share it, okay? The more people that know about this, the less pain and suffering other mummies are going to have, okay? Thanks.